Well, I wish you could see our heart. Those of you that are not Christians, those of you that have thought about Jesus, but sometimes have been put off a little bit by the way we Christians have acted. I wish you could really know us, because there are some misconceptions about Christians out there that, well, if you really knew us, you'd know they're not true. One is this: well, I know a bunch of Christians who are hypocrites. I'm not saying there aren't some, but a hypocrite is someone who says one thing while intentionally living a different way. Most of us Christians aren't hypocrites. Yes, sometimes we don't live the way we talk. We actually sometimes don't walk the walk the way we talk the talk. We want to walk the talk, but sometimes we don't quite live up to that. It's not because we're hypocrites. It's because we're not yet who we want to be. Well, okay, maybe you're not exactly a hypocrite, but I do know this: you Christians, man, you think you're perfect. No. Far, far, far from it. We are much more conscious of our shortcomings. We commit to follow Jesus. We want to be like Jesus, and we know we fall so short of that. We don't treat people always like he did, but we're trying. We want to get better. We hold each other accountable. You may think that going to church is about following a bunch of rules and regulations, but what we Christians really want out of church is to get together and be inspired to help people and do good works and love better. So we never would claim to be perfect, and we are so sorry if we've ever given you the impression that we think we've got it all together. But we do know who does have it together, and we want to follow him, and that's Jesus. Well, okay, maybe, but I'm going to tell you, Christians do think you're better than the rest of us. It was back in the 16th century, a man named John Bradford who saw a bunch of convicts being led down the road, and he's the one that made this statement: "There, but for the grace of God, go I." We Christians are very aware that we're not intrinsically better than anyone. We would hope that Jesus makes such a difference in our lives that we are becoming much better people. But all of us were formed in the image of God, and so there's some good in all of us, but we don't think we're inherently good. We do think we are forgiven. All the things we've done we shouldn't have done, all the things we didn't do that we really wish we had, the things we did that we shouldn't have, all those things. We Christians do believe we're forgiven of those. And so we hope we're better people, not because we're good, you're not, but we do believe we're forgiven. And I want you to hear this message. For all the things in your life that you have done that you really know you should not have done, and the things that you wish you'd done that you didn't do, I want you to know that Jesus died to forgive you for those things. So you're free from the guilt of those, not because you're better than anybody, but because you follow the one who was better than any of us that have ever lived on this earth. So we're not perfect, but we're not hypocrites. We don't think we're better than everybody else, but we do think we're forgiven. And so we'd invite you to join us on that journey to becoming not just better, to becoming like the one who gave his life for us, the Jesus way.